All right, welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated. SWR 77 for short. Welcome back on a wonderful, beautiful March Sunday. We're back at it here at the shop. Decided to obviously start with amazing background, the US flag, of course, proud. Um, we got also the rumbling of the NASCAR Cup race going on today. It's the first time I've missed it in probably like 14 years. And reason for that is they changed the dates. They've been changing the dates and they're making a mess of it, to be honest. Um, so last race was November, one of the last races of the year. Then they swapped it to the early race and honestly didn't leave enough time for preparations. So for the first time in a long, long time, I've missed that race. So it's a shame. I would have gone yesterday. I want to see Connor Silich, but Obi-Wan Cherokee had a starter problem, so I had to spend all day changing the starter. But we're ready to go. Obi-Wan Cherokee looking good, and Lorex 7, it's up next into the shop. Yeah, baby. Darth Maul is ready to go. Um, just did some stuff that was needed from the safety standpoint, and then the maintenance. Bleed the brakes, oil change, um, and repaint it inside, looking good, looking real good. Also, I think I mentioned last time, put a new upgraded cage on this side, put all the padding on and everything, seats back on, sliding seat so we can fit different size drivers. Darth Maul, of course, looking good. And I'll take advantage now. And we may go out to the FARA race. I don't know yet for the Pro Spec Miata, just to do some laps. But I don't know yet. We'll have to see what the budget looks like. But really, getting the car ready. Also, I want to take the opportunity real quick for the racers, SCCA racers. Um, if you haven't signed up yet for the upcoming Homestead SARC weekend, late April 25, 26, 27, I think it is, please do so. We really need to come out and support the region. We have really poor showing the last few races, regional races, and we really need to come out. I mean, I'm calling out the racers. Get your cars ready. Come on, let's get out. Um, and we need to support. With tracks being sold. Palm Beach a couple years ago. Now Willow Springs being sold. We need to protect our racing. We need to protect the tracks that we support and the organizations that we support. Whether it's SCCA, NASA, FADA, we need to come out. But in this particular case, SCCA Florida region, I think, again, I'm not an official, I'm not an executive or anything like that, but definitely notice low attendance, and that cannot be good because I know the track rates went up. We need to come out and support, guys. Get your cars ready, come on down. Uh, it's time. It's time to support. We need to protect our sport. Can't say it enough. So we got this guy ready. We potentially got a customer for it. Plus, I'm gonna be racing as well, so that's two cars right there. And just come down, come down. If you've never been to Homestead, it's a great track, great facilities. I know it's a bit of a drive, and I know it's gonna be a lot of buts, but let's forget about all that stuff and let's focus on saving another track in Florida. I'm not saying the track is going away by any means. I think the track is fine, but I'm saying more on the SCCA perspective, right? So come on down and support. Come on down and support. Registration's open already on Motorsports Rec. So do it. Do it. So this car's ready to go. Huh? And then next is Lorex 7. We're going to be going through extensive stuff for Lorex 7, including transmission. We're going to swap out the bell housing, put it on this transmission from the other transmission. A lot of stuff going on. Got a big mess here at the shop, as you can see. So yeah, big mess going on here. And I was working on the starter. Here's the old starter. Started messing up and not working, so we had to swap it out. Yeah, they don't do you any favors with the OEMs. They had this thing buried. It was really hard to get to. The bolts were really hard. So here is the tip of the day. You can see my table's a mess. I usually keep it nice and tidy, but I just finished doing this last night, so I say I'm going to bed. But a few tips here for the people, right? You gotta have the right tools for the job. So first, I stripped one of the bolts, so then I need to extract it. So you need a set of these, and there's different things to extract damage, but this is one I have. This one and other types, of course. Amazing, right? So you can buy these at Amazon, don't matter. So, but you got to have the right tools, otherwise you can't advance, right? Uh, also, these pivot sockets, absolutely amazing. I had the pivot head like this, but that wasn't working. So I ended up buying the actual pivoting socket. Here's the adapter, so you can just put it in any socket, which is kind of what I had here, but that wasn't working out too good. And of course, I got a half inch and 3/8. But then I bought the whole set with this on, and this really was got me going on the project because I could not get to the bolt. There was no leverage to do anything. Thankfully, you could get to it, but in a bad angle. So this thing really came in handy. Plus a high torque impact wrench. I have the electric one. But anyways, really cool stuff. Of course, I got these from Harbor Freight. The half inch is $39, and the 3/8 is $29. But definitely an easy investment. I mean, you got to have that stuff, right? Then also, there was a bolt. I didn't know what it was. You got to have your thing to size up your bolts. Make sure you get the right thread, and another $9 piece tool that will be super helpful when working on things, right? So just for the new guys, I know the old guys, you guys know all this stuff, and also you got to have your own selection of bolts, right, to replace old ones. Especially a job like that, I went ahead and replaced the bolts because I kind of damaged the other heads. So then you got to have nicely proper bolts. I got more here. This is all my metric stuff for my racing, but I got like two or three of these, um, and this is $10 in any store, and also Summit Racing or Amazon, don't matter, right? So that's the tip of the day here from Star Wars Racing. We're gonna make some changes here in the wall. We're gonna put another toolbox here. We're gonna move these guys over here, so we can be more organized with our toolboxes there. So yeah, we're looking good here at the Chapo. We're gonna get the Darth Maul out. Lorix 7's coming in. Jack it up. Maybe drop the transmission tonight. I don't know, but we got a long ways to go on that one. But anyways, you guys stay out there. Stay good racing a weekend. Good racing weekend. A lot of good stuff. F1 was pretty cool. There's IndyCar, NASCAR. Pretty cool weekend, right? So again, if you haven't signed up for the upcoming races, please do so, right? So we've got the main call out today is SCCA Florida region. Come on down, okay? I don't want to hear the this and that. I get you, I hear you, but I'm just telling you that we need to start coming out, or we might be in trouble, right? And again, we don't want to lose more options for racing. That as it is, we're losing options. So come on down, and we'll see you here. If we can help you, let us know. But let's make it happen. April 26, 27 through the 27th, SCCA at Homestead Miami Speedway. Come on down. If you haven't been, do it. Do it. I'm telling you, do it. Okay? So that's the call out. Okay, folks? Seriously, racers. A lot of people I know haven't even raced this year. Get your cars out. Come on down. Especially if you're in South Florida or even mid Florida, come on down. Come on down. It's a great track, clean, good facilities, good paddock. Um, and I know there's other issues. I don't want to hear that. I get it, but it's time to go racing. And again, we gotta protect and support our sport. That's my main message. I don't care what side of the aisle you are, right? So just coming down. Hopefully, see you here. Star Wars Racing Incorporated.